Hi, welcome back to my channel. For anybody seeing this video on the actual intended channel, this means that you absolutely have not seen a video from me for at least 3 years, and that is just wild. I took a much needed break, but even at the point when I was ready to resume, I no longer had access to this channel. I literally had to apply for the password for this channel to be, not the password, the email to be restored, because it was now like mundane and they were about to delete it forever. And it was just, I don't even know how it happened. Honestly, I think it was just Holy Spirit led. And now, looking back at everything that is on this channel, I'm just like, God, thank you so much for the fact that everything is here. I knew that there was a reason why I had been documenting all these years. And now it feels like such a full circle moment to be able to look back at me over the years. I've never been the type of person to go back to pictures. I've never been the type of person to like sit on like Facebook and like go back in time. I think it's because I'm a very forward facing individual. Like I'm just like, yeah, what has happened, moving forward. But like being able to have access to this channel, and if you are new here, I would recommend that you go all the way back, maybe even a bit further down than when I even had my first child, when I found out I was pregnant. And you know, when I blindsided everybody by just being an unmarried pregnant girl. But I'm so grateful for the growth. I'm so grateful for the people that I've met along the way. And honestly, as much as I can't recognize a lot of the person that I see in the videos, there are definitely things that I recognize. There are definitely things that still exist. There are definitely things that I look back on and I'm just like, babe, you were just doing your best and I love you for it. It's so weird to see yourself as yourself's baby sister, like, or big sister, because really and truly it feels like 32-year-old me is 25-year-old Bella's like ideal big sister. And that says a lot because of the fact that I am a big sister. This is getting crazy work. That's wild. We're back. I actually did make 3 other videos on a completely new channel. I'm going to be transferring them to this channel, but I felt like you guys here that are the OGs and have seen so much of my journey deserved a scenario where I would speak to you one-on-one first and just give you a heads up. I have an extra baby, in case you haven't been on social media. I am now a mother of 3. I have officially become a business owner in every way possible, aka I now run 2 businesses. One is experience-based and it's called LTCO or LTCO, and the other one is Bella Gifting, which you guys were here for a lot of the starting point of that. So that's what you've missed. I'm married. I'm happily married. I've now been married for 5 years. You should know that as well, because the videos should also be there. I think my wedding video should even be here as well. Isn't that so crazy? If you're meeting me for the first time, you can literally go all the way back and figure out who I am, see my progression, see my progress. I don't know, I said progression and progress. I don't know. I think I'm tweaking a little bit. But all this to say that as I'm talking right now and I'm excited to be back on this channel and know that this channel knows me and the people that were already subscribed know me. It's crazy. God is so intentional, because I really and truly feel like when I was documenting initially and creating content, I didn't know the reason why I was doing it. It just felt like a fun thing to do. I was happy to do it. It felt like a safe space. But now that I am starting LTCO and LTCO, and it's a women of faith-based company, or women of faith-based business, it just makes sense that I have all these things, because I feel like I get backing. Like I can speak from a place of knowledge. I can speak from a place of understanding. Interesting plot twist. My H&H sister Mama, who might be on this channel at some point in time, used to watch my videos when we were both younger. So when she was younger and when I was younger. And my husband was watching one of the videos and just randomly saw her comment on the video. So this space is really holding space right now. And I was planning to talk about this in a different video, but I might as well talk about it now because I feel like this channel, this whole experience is unraveling me. Anyway, we have an event coming up. It's called Gather Heart to Joy. And it's our first event. It kind of acts as like our soft launch as well. And it's happening on the 29th of November in Abuja. And I would be so excited if you could come. We're selling tickets to it. It is an activity-based event. We're going to have good conversations. It's a space for forging female friendships, but I think more important than that, it's a space for women of faith to come, leave their burdens behind, and just have a good time and like step out of the world and step into a place that feels safe. I'm hoping that by being part of LTCO and becoming a member eventually, because it is membership based, becoming a member, you get to experience more interactions with women of faith. I think that's something that a lot of us are missing out on. Unless you're part of a small church where you get to have one-on-one interactions with your sisters on a regular basis, you might not have a space where you're talking to people that are on that same track with you and still having the same problems that you have. Be it like problems of whether or not, like how to figure out how to be abstinent, how to be chaste, or figure out how to navigate a world where it feels like everybody's just trying to kick you while you're down, or female friendships, or like the male gaze, or like whether or not you want to incorporate feminism into your life. Like all these conversations, but under the lens of believers, is so different, guys. Ha! I don't open, I don't see it. Like it is so different. So that is pretty much what LTCO stands for. It's a safe, quirky, odd, weird space for women of faith that maybe have not found their forever friends, are still looking for their forever friends, or are looking for people that they can either mentor or that can mentor them. I'm literally looking for a mentor. That's like a life goal of mine right now. It's like on my bucket list to find at least 3 mentors. And I think it would be a good space for people to find their mentors, but even more importantly, for us to become mentors. So the age bracket for LTCO is pretty much from like 18 to 40, meaning that you can be in your 20s and mentor somebody that is 18. You can be in your 30s and mentor somebody that is 20. You can be in your 40s and mentor somebody that is 30, even though majority of us right now are in our 20s and in our 30s. But the space is to see your future and to see your past and make peace with them. Okay, so this was really hard for me to figure out an anchor scripture, just because the whole idea of Gather Her, it's a series and it's going to be something that is ongoing for an extended period of time. So every year we're going to have at least one Gather Her, aside from the other events that we're going to be hosting. That's to be more targeted at like, I have a lot planned. Let me just leave it at that. It has a lot planned. But like, see Gather Her as our annual anniversary event. Yeah, I think that's the best way to see it. See it as an anniversary event. And here are 2 scriptures that came to mind. I wrote them down, so I'm reading them from my phone. The first one says, at that time I will gather you and I will bring you home. I will give you honor and praise among these people of the earth. And this Gather Her brings about a space of identity, restoration, and purpose, which is the deeper fruit of gathering. So when we think of gathering, it's almost like people scattered at different parts of the world, north, east, west, south, and being brought together for a common purpose. And that is exactly what is happening. In an ideal world, we would have people that are like from out of Abuja, maybe even out of Nigeria, coming together. That's like the goal in the future. But this one is nice and warm and small. We're only entertaining 40 people, myself included, because we really want it to be intentional. This is going to be our first ever event, so it's going to be intimate. Even the speaker is somebody that is very near and dear to me, that I'm so happy to be able to share on the space. Even the activity is not the fanciest activity, but it's something that has been carefully crafted to make sure that we have opportunities to share, to interact, to laugh, to make a mess in peace. Like, come into that space and feel like you're in a completely different space, and that you can just be yourself. Or if you don't want to be yourself, you can be the better version of yourself that you wish that you already were, and you will have women there in that space that take you as that. So gather her is really important. Oh my gosh. Sorry. Oh, and I hate when people do this fanning thing, because I'm just like, we all know that that doesn't help. It's just such an honor to be here. It's an honor to be able to share my heart with you guys. It's an honor to be able to do that on this page. I feel like God was very intentional about me getting this page back before announcing this, because a lot of the people, and thank you so much for like the 40 something subscribers on the page that we started with only 3 videos. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. But a lot of people there have known me in this form. They haven't really gotten the opportunity to feed into and key into that journey. This is my first time doing anything, any kind of event or anything paid. Obviously, my nerves are like shot by the fact that I'm asking people to pay to come and hang out or anything like that. But I need a way to be able to sustain it. It's either that or sell a kidney or sell one of my husband's testicles, and he's not open to that. So I think we just have to leave that alone. Because I mean, he already has 3 children, and that's more than enough. But I digress. Thank you so much for being here. And in honor of being back here, I just have to, like, I've been running away from this for so long, but I'm going to say it again. Just remember that you are, okay, before I say it, I need you to go to the link in the description and sign up for our newsletter, because our first newsletter is going to go up very soon, and that will be the introduction to the event, Gather Her. And then I will now talk more about what the theme is. I will talk more about all these other things, but for now, that's what I have. So description below, sign up, sign in, stay locked in. I know that's the trigger word right now, a buzzword. Stay locked in so that anytime we have anything else to give, like I said, 29th of November, so it's not far anymore. We have a lot of content geared towards that, and I'm excited to share with you. Okay, all that to say, do not forget that you are sugar, you are spice, and you are bomb jollof rice. Bye.